2 minute sound. 2 minute sound, is it?
2 minutes sound, you get a big beep sound. Good. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the meeting number 117. So Wednesday, May 29th, 2024, and we are live from the town hall in Cracks Beach, Newfoundland and Labrador. And at this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. And I would like to take a second to welcome Mayor Betty Moore, councillors Alice Russell and June Batten, and Town Clerk Joan Wilcox to the meeting. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Betty, I don't know if you want to bring greetings and say hello from the fine folks at Cracks Beach.
From here, you
You can, well, they can't see you, or can they see
the
you?
camera will follow you,
There
so
you
you're
go.
fine.
You're good right there. You're live on Saturday night.
Okay, thank you, Steve. And a very warm welcome to everyone for coming to the town of Clark's Beach tonight to have your board of directors meeting. The town of Clark's Beach has been a client of Eastern Waste since I think 2014. And we've had some little bumps in the road with everything. But at the present time, things are working well, and we're looking forward to more years of good service with you guys. So I hope you have a very successful meeting, and take care.
Thank you so much, Betty.
Thanks.
Any more? Before we get into the adoption of the agenda, I'd also like pass along my condolences to Peggy Roach's family. Peggy sat on this board for a number of years, and a lot of the councillors from the eastern side would remember her from Town of Torbay, of course, and Northeast Regional Joint Council and Municipal Assessment Agency. She was heavily involved with municipal politics, and unfortunately, Peggy passed away there a couple weeks back. So she'll be missed by many and thought of by many more. So my condolences to their family. The adoption of the agenda tonight, be it resolved that the agenda be adopted as tabled, so moved.
Second.
Second by Mark. All those in favor? Contrary? Carried, thank you. Review of the minutes from the previous meeting. Be it so resolved that the minutes from April 24th, 2024 be adopted as tables, so moved. Second by Kevin?
Carl.
Carl?
Hello.
Carl, I don't know, Holly said name, I don't know.
Yeah, Carol.
All right, thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Carried, thank you. First up, we have committee reports from the Finance and Audit Committee. I'm assuming everybody online can hear us. All good? Yeah, okay, thank you. Finance and Audit Committee, Mr. Ankle, committee member, will deliver the Finance Committee Audit Report. What was yours, sir?
Thank you, sir. First item is the agenda item 4A1, Board Expenditures Report and Check Register and Payroll Summary. The Board Expenditures Report for the month of April 2024 was tabled for review. Included in the materials are the check register, the payroll expenses, and the BMO credit card statement for April. No issues or concerns were noted at the committee meeting. Are there any questions for staff?
Hearing none?
I so move. Be it resolved that the board adopt the expenditures for the month of April 2024 as tabled. I so move.
Moved by Bill, second by Kevin. All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Carried, thank you.
Second item is agenda item 4A2, Incorporated Towns Payment Activity Report. The Incorporated Towns Payment Activity Report dated May 8th, 2024 was tabled for review. There were no questions or concerns, and staff know that most towns continue to be on time with their payments. Are there any questions for staff?
Hearing none?
No motion needed for that, right?
No.
Okay, agenda 4A3, Carboneering Area Bulk Oversized Items Collection. Briefing materials are included in today's meeting package for members' review. Staff explained that the separation for curbside waste collection and curbside bulk collection was done to increase efficiency and accountability in the process. A total of 2 bids were received, and the committee recommended awarding the contract to the lowest bidder, Ridge G&P Services Limited. Are there any questions for staff?
Hearing none.
Be it resolved that the board award the Carbonara area bulk pickup contract for 2024 to Ridge G&P Service Limited for a value of $39,939.50 plus HST, and I so move.
Moved by Bill, second by Greg Tilly. All those in favor? Country? Carried.
Moving right along, agenda item 4A4, Bellon and Waste Recovery Facility closure and vandalism costs, April-May 2024. Briefing materials are included in today's meeting package for members' review. Staff discussed the excessive vandalism that is occurring at the Bellon Waste Recovery Centre. It was agreed that staff would notify the town of the Wabana of the ongoing costs and maintenance required because of the vandalism happening at their waste recovery facility. The committee also discussed the use of cameras for security purposes. An analysis of the cost of snow clearing and winter-related expenses was also discussed. The committee also discussed the use of ATVs as the town has enacted a bylaw enabling the use of ATVs on roads in the town. All these issues will continue to be discussed by the government. Are there any questions for staff?
Hearing none.
Okay. And item 4A5, moving to an RFP, request for proposals, process for purchasing. Briefing materials are included in today's package. Staff explained that the RFP process in comparison to public tendering and noted the flexibility that an RFP process provides. A short discussion ensued, and a short committee was pleased to see staff moving forward in this direction. I think we're all familiar with this. Are there any questions?
Just one there for Craig. Craig, we went through our first process with the RFP, and was there any difference in costing between a tendering and an RFP, the bidding process?
The bid process itself for the money portion wasn't that much of a difference, but it was interesting to get in and to evaluate the proposals from different sides.
Right.
So the person who the second, it can be seen soon from the awarding of the new tender. The company that was leading the bid up until price, and then the price made a difference in the bid evaluation for the company who's going to get it. But it's there was a lot of control in the process for us, and then we could evaluate the bids as opposed to just looking at price.
Good. And we did get some new bidders, right?
We did get some new bidders.
Right.
Surprise to come. Yes.
That's the best part. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
All good. That's everything for our committee. Steve, thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it. Next up, we have the Strategy and Policy Committee. Chair of that committee is Councillor Tilly from the town of Conception Bay South. Right, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The following is our committee notes from our meeting number 92 held on the 15th of May. We have no motions to bring forward this evening, but just going to give an update on some of the things that we're following under strategy and policy. Agenda item 4B1, the electrification of the Bay Bulls and Renews Cappahayden waste recovery facilities. Staff provided an update on the electrification of the board's waste recovery facilities. It was noted that the Bay Bulls location is awaiting a lease agreement from the town, and that is currently with their legal representatives, and they are reviewing those documents. There's been no movement on the Renews Cappahayden site, as the responsibility of the former landfill is still in question. Staff have also noted that the Newfoundland Power has been in touch regarding the Cavendish location and has requested a site visit, and I'm not too sure if that's been arranged yet. A quote has already been received from the electrician, and things seem to be moving as planned. Any questions for staff? Okay. There are none. Agenda item 4B2, implementation of user cards at waste recovery facilities. Staff reported that the implementation of user cards and the board's waste recovery facilities is moving slowly and expected to be completed by late August. Currently, Strong Data's resources are being used to complete work on the Clareville transfer station, which has a target completion date by the end of June. Work will start in implementing user cards shortly after. Any questions on that?
No, I think we're hoping to get a tour of the facility, Gerard, when we go out to Georgia Brook Milton next month. So
Okay,
we'll hopefully on by then we'll get have a look at it firsthand.
Good. Agenda item 4B3, installation of new scale software at the Clarendon Transfer Station. Staff reported that the new scale software at the Clarendon Transfer Station should be up and running just in time for the board meeting in June. Staff also hoped to provide a demonstration to the board members on that day prior to the meeting. It was agreed that the information page should be created and shared with all our customers, with Clarendon Transfer Station customers, ideally before the implementation of the changes so that customers will be aware of the new process. Agenda item 4B4, the water well at the Clarendon Transfer Station. Staff have been in touch with the province and the first draft of the well report is expected to be received soon. Staff noted that waiting for the report will provide a more accurate cost of drilling a well at the Clarendon Transfer Station. Updated information and cost estimates will be provided as soon as it becomes available. Any questions for staff? Hearing none, we'll move on. Agenda item 4B5, the Bell Island Waste Recovery Facility closure and vandalism costs for April and May 2024. Of course, as was noted before, briefing material was included in the meeting package for review. Staff discussed the challenges and the high costs associated with the vandalism taking place at the board's waste recovery facility on Bell Island. It was agreed that this topic will be discussed at all committees as well as the upcoming meeting with the Minister of Municipal and Provincial Affairs. And Steve, I'm not too sure, has that meeting been held yet?
No. Okay.
Okay. So I guess we'll bring that forward to the next meeting. Any questions for staff on that one? Sheila. Councillor O'Leary?
Yes, thank you. No, I just my apologies. I wasn't at the strategy meeting, so the intent here is to move forward and have a discussion with the minister about the issues that have certainly been happening with the Bell Island waste recovery facility. Just wondering, so there's a conversation that's going to ensue in the very near future. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay, and so I just have one question about that, because again, I haven't visited that location personally myself, but are there bins actually used on that location?
No, it's the same berm system we use in all the other facilities, so it's an open berm system.
Okay, all right, so that's just some of the commentary that certainly was brought to my attention was about, whether or not the bins were being used or the sorting and kind of concept, but okay, that's fine. I look forward to hearing from the conversation with the minister about how to deal with this situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you, Councillor. Next agenda item 4B6, change to clear bags. Brief material was included in our meeting package for review. Staff reported that the information was being shared for information purposes only, and that there was no questions or concerns. Just some of the normal things. From the good side, I guess a lot of people were happy to see that we're using the blue bags, and of course, just like in a lot of communities now, there's been some issue with regards to the use of clear bags, and we're seeing it firsthand in CBS. Even though the actual rules have been in place that recyclables don't go into clear bags, but some people are using them, and so of course now it's being enforced. So, we do get a scattered complaint regarding the clear bags. So I guess the only thing we can do is educate people that the clear bags are for garbage and not for recycling. Any questions on change to clear bags? Councillor Davis, get your hand up.
Yeah, I just had a question, and I probably could have
Yep.
found this or asked staff, but seeing as it's on the topic, I have a summer place in Avondale, and I noticed they're seemingly not doing clear bags. Is that correct?
Avondale should be. They're in our. No, Avondale's not. They're not in our system. They're
Dealing with their own garbage, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I'll contact them directly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, agenda item 4B7, first quarter wastewater regional operators report. Briefing material is included in tonight's meeting package. Staff have noted that the board's water technician continues to provide support to 19 communities. Staff reported that a meeting with the program lead for the province's wastewater program had occurred and was pleased to note that they are looking to expand the program in the future. Any questions for staff? And it's great to see that this program is going to be hopefully expanded into the future. That's it for the Strategy and Policy Committee, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate the updates. Next up, we have our Governance Committee, and Chair of the Governance Committee is Kevin McDonald.
Thank you,
Kevin,
Mr. Chair.
floor is yours, sir.
We had our meeting on May 22nd, meeting number 90. The first item, agenda item is 4C1, the first quarter CRA statement of payroll remittances. Briefing material was included for review. Staff noted that all remittances were paid on time and in full. The board remains in good standing at this time. Any questions or concerns?
There are none.
Okay, agenda item 4C2, renewal of directors and officers insurance policy. Briefing material was included for your review. Staff noted that the quote for this year's directors and officers insurance remains unchanged from the last year's rate. Are there any questions? Okay, if not, be it resolved that the board renews the directors and officers insurance policy with Wedgwood Insurance in the amount of $4,350 plus HST.
Moved by Kevin, second by Carl. All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Carried.
Agenda item 4C3, 2023 annual report. Briefing material was included for review. Staff reviewed the draft report for 2023 and asked members to review and provide input as they see fit. Any questions or concerns? If not, be it resolved that the board adopt the 2023 annual report as tabled. I so move.
Moved by Kevin, second by Rod. Oh, Rod, do you have a question or you second? Second? Yes, okay. Second by Rod. All those in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Agenda item 4C4, board professional development. Briefing material was also included for review. Staff noted the agenda for the Canadian Stewardship Conference has not yet been published, but that she would share it with the members as soon as it becomes available. As the conference is taking place in September of this year, staff suggested that decision be made soon, so advantage can be taken of the early bird pricing. A brief discussion ensued and was agreed that the ERSB attend the Canadian Stewardship Conference. Any questions or concerns? And if not, I make the motion be it resolved that the board send the chair, CEO, directors, operations, and one board member to the Canadian Stewardship Conference taking place in Toronto on September 24th to 25th, 2024.
Moved by Kevin, second by Sheila. All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Carried.
Last item, agenda item 4C5, joint councils report. Briefing material was included for review. Staff noted that all joint councils in the Eastern region are clearing up their business in June before they break for the summer months and reconvene back in September. Any questions or concerns? Okay, well, thanks very much, everyone.
Anything to add into the joint councils? Or
No, not really, not this month.
this? Okay. Under other reports, we have the community and communications and community relations working group. Jamie, are you there? Yes, Jamie's on the line. Floor is yours, sir. You want to give us an update?
I can. Can you hear me okay?
Perfect.
Yep. Again, apologies for not being there. I had to head out to central Newfoundland. I got some family in Clark's Beach and neighboring South River, so I would have liked to have gotten out, but I couldn't make it out. So this is the first one for this committee. We've got agenda item 5D1, communication and community relations working group. So we had our third meeting of this group. It was held early on Thursday, May 23rd. And we have 6 objectives. I'll just paraphrase them here: to develop better communications with communities, increase number of communities that receive service, meet with communities that have opted out of service, improve the reputation of the board, engage with communities, build customer loyalty, and raise online visibility and improve responsiveness. So these 6 objectives were discussed, and there were several suggestions for improving communication and engagement. The discussion was held regarding how to best achieve the stated objectives. So agenda item B for here is meetings with schedule joint councils. So A, here we have the Southern Shore Joint Council. That was later in the day on May 23rd in Cape Royal. So meeting with the Southern Shore Joint Council on May 23rd followed the same format that we used at the one out in CBN in Spaniards Bay a couple months ago. Documents were provided at this meeting for information purposes. It was discussed that the Joint Council issues for the region and concerns included the electrification of the board's waste recovery facility, unserviced roads, and illegal dumping, and a number of other things there. So it's a great conversation and nice to have some people show up there. And B here is schedule of further meetings and future meetings. It was noted that joint councils also break for the summer months, so the communications and community relations group will resume meetings with joint councils in the Eastern region come fall. Agenda item C, the article in the shoreline. Some of you may have seen it. So there's an article in the shoreline that quoted Carbonear Council baffled by hazardous waste move, end quotes. This was discussed at the meeting, and a number of discrepancies were found in the article, mostly in that the article stated that the hazardous waste, they had to drive some 30 minutes to get to a center, when in actual fact it was just the fire department no longer took hazardous waste. But there are two waste places, the Green Depot and the other one has eluded me, but for the residents of Carbonear, there are two places in that community where they can dispose of their hazardous waste. Agenda item D, promotional material. 3 draft promotional items, 1 bulk tag, 1 clear bag tag, and 1 information sheet on waste recovery facilities are attached for review. These documents will now be finalized and distributed to the applicable areas. Discussions were had regarding bulk collection and clerk speech and communications. The communications coordinator will also discuss contacting the MMSB to collaborate on some issues. And I believe I have done my notes, Mr. Chair, to call, the name was elude me. I'm going to say Danielle in clerk speech, I believe is the name I have to call tomorrow. Is Danielle in the room?
No.
Okay, well, there's a Danielle I was going to call, or I could call the mayor there with regards to the bulk waste and the clerk speech. But that's it for me here. If anyone's got any questions for myself or the chair or staff, now's the time. Thank you.
Any questions? There are none. Thank you very much, Jamie. No, we had some great meetings. We're starting to make some progress, so it's always a good sign. As far as I'm concerned, thank you. Where are we here now? So we have correspondence. We have a letter there from Municipal Affairs Minister Hagee, giving us a special assistance grant, which is now turned into ongoing funding, I guess, Greg, as they call it now. So we're good for
It's budgeted now.
yeah, it's budgeted in, so we'll keep our water tech on staff, so that's always a good news. He's taken, I think it was 11 municipalities off well water. Christie? Is it 11? Yeah, 11 off well water, that was good. And we can get some more in there, be great. Warning contracts, for multi-stream waste collection, including recycling for town of J. Roberts. The briefing note is there for everybody to read. I'm assuming I'm gonna read out this motion. Yep. How I say yes, be it so resolved that the board award AJH Dirtworks Limited, the 36-month multi-stream waste collection, including recycling contracts for the town of Bay Roberts in the amount of 1.088 100 from HST, beginning July 1st, 2024. So moved. Seconded by Devin.
Yeah.
Any questions? All those in favor? Contrary, carried. That's good to have a new player in the game, so that keeps everybody on their toes. What else we got here? We got some emails.
The other motion for ratification.
Ratification, that was the one we did by email, so we got to ratify that. That's the waiving of the tip fees for the outer ring road cleanup, which I understand was significant. I see Sheila's gonna have a few words on that one. I think Sheila, yeah. Okay.
No, it's good. I'm just glad to see it happening. Of course, you know, it's an ongoing need, and hopefully at some point in time we won't need to have it happen when people actually cover their loads.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's definitely an enforcement issue that's missing in this whole thing here. But it's good to see it get cleaned up. Be it resolved that the board waive the per metric ton regular waste disposal fees associated with the May 2024 outer ring cleanup. So moved. Seconded by Sheila. All those in favor? Contrary, carried.
Councillor Davis has a question.
Oh, sorry, Councillor Davis, I missed you there up the corner. You had a question? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually going to the dump myself there about a month ago, pulling a big heavy trailer, and a pretty old green dump garbage truck passed me, and it was just spewing stuff behind me, but it was going too fast and I couldn't catch up to it because I had a heavy load on. Does that ring a bell for anybody? Like, it didn't look like it was a city vehicle. does anybody know what that might be? So I wanted to report it, but
Mayor Breen, and Jamie?
Yeah, it's probably one of our old trucks that was bought on an auction and used by a private hauler.
Yeah.
Because they buy our excess equipment. I think every now and then the highway enforcement officers team up with their staff at the landfill and do a check at the landfill. So they check for covered loads and vehicle defects, etc. So that'll be coming up again soon. They usually do it a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've seen some of them downtown going around picking up private loads, and they're in pretty rough shape for the most part. I don't know, Christy, about our contractors. Do they have standards that they have to?
Yes, they do have to follow the Highway Traffic Act, and having their loads secured is part of that. But if Councillor Davis could provide me with the time and approximate location, all of our vehicles do have automatic vehicle location devices on them. And I could speak if it happens to be, which I hope it's not, but if it happens to be under contract with us, I could speak to them.
see if I can figure it out. It's pretty long ago, but but anyway, I thought I'd ask. Thank you.
Yeah, and go forward if that.
Jamie, you got a question?
Yeah, just quickly, because I mentioned this at our council meeting Tuesday in the go around, so I have it here in front of me. The pickup was basically from Outer Ring Road, from Kenmount Road to the landfill, and there was an equivalent of about 3,750 garbage bags full of stuff taken out of there, which is staggering. And unfortunately, it was 1,250 garbage bags, roughly more than last year's cleanup. Knowing how big tourism is in the province, and some of the first things people see when they get out of the airport is the Outer Ring Road under travel. Tying down your loads and covering them up couldn't be more crucial. So that's just to put it in perspective how dirty that stretch of road was. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. Anybody else? All good. So we're good. Everybody's in favor of that one? Right? Yes, we're good to go. Okay. Next up, we'll have the round table. I think all our business done. I'm going to start with the mayor of Betty Moore, because we're in her hometown and I am not crossing her. I want to get out of here alive, so we'll let Betty go first.
Well, it was okay with you. I know that Junanne had already asked.
Sure.
And she wanted to have something, so I'm gonna let her go and then I'm gonna jump in.
You're a good mayor, delegating.
That's why I've been around her so long, so.
All good.
So I'm okay to speak from here?
Yes,
or-
absolutely.
Okay. So my name is Junanne Batten and I was elected to council 2.5 years ago, my first term, so I'm new. And I just want to welcome everybody here to Clark Beach, beautiful Clark Beach. Welcome.
Thank you.
So when I got elected, my biggest mission statement on the platform was that I was going to be the voice of the people. And I was going to listen to it. And of course, we all know we've had problems with garbage in the last year or so, which are getting resolved and it's working great. Clear bags seem to be doing great and everything got fixed. But now we're having a problem with bulk cleanup because we've always gotten 2 bulk cleanups a year. So this year we thought we were getting our bulk cleanup in spring, usually around April or May. And recently we've been informed that it's going to be by appointment only. And we won't get any more information till June, and the appointments won't start till July. The problem is that because we are creatures of habit, and the citizens thought they were getting a bulk cleanup spring, they have started putting out their bulk cleanup now.
Yeah.
And the more bulk cleanup goes out, it's like a trickle effect, domino effect, other people are putting it. So you can drive around our town if you want to when you leave this meeting, and you'll see that there's a significant amount of bulk cleanup out right now. What are we gonna do until July?
Yeah.
You know, and then the appointments only, so, you know, we got 3 significant races coming up in several weeks in Clark Beach. We got a triathlon, we got Distillery Dash, and then we got half Newfoundland going to Bay Roberts because we got the summer games, and we are hosting triathlon. We're having trials here So we're gonna have people running around our town, we're gonna have guests and a lot of tourism here. And I think that we need to do something about this issue. And July by appointments is just not cutting it.
Okay. No, that's fair, and we can certainly take that all under consideration. Obviously, we can't make any decisions here tonight.
No, but I just wanna let you know.
No, I appreciate that, I really do.
Right.
Yeah, no,
And people have spoken and, you know, everywhere we go, I go to the post office, I go to the supermarket.
yeah,
It's a big topic right now. You know,
it's unfortunate that people are creatures of habit, as you put it, and they did, you know, they didn't follow the mail that we sent out saying that it would be determined when the vote was gonna be, but it will certainly be brought back. Staff are here tonight to hear what you're saying.
we didn't get a lot of notice for it either, right?
Yeah,
Because we thought all along that there was gonna be a bulk cleanup this spring.
yeah, yeah.
So, you know,
So,
and I'm not against the appointment. We're not against it, and I mean, we can change.
Yeah.
But, you know, change doesn't happen overnight.
It will certainly, Craig is here and Christie's online there, so they're running the show while Lynn is out of province, so, sure they'll have a look at that tomorrow.
So
and
you can suggest something for us to do, I mean,
It's possible, yeah.
right, that, or help us,
Yeah.
because we're definitely gonna need help with this.
We can certainly take it under consideration.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you
I can't promise you anything, but we'll take it under
No.
consideration, see if we can come up with a solution
Right.
that makes more sense for you.
Well, I mean, everybody's promoting tidy towns, so, you know, and Clark Beach is too beautiful to have bulk garbage
Yeah.
lying around for a couple of months.
Fair enough.
Thank you very
Noted,
much.
duly noted.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes,
floor is yours.
well, I guess the same topic, I did two topics, but, in regards to the bulk pickup, people were, as Jeanette said, people were used to having bulk pickup. And the contractor that we had our bulk pickup in that contract. And people in the community knew the date that it was going to be. And of course, things didn't work out with the contractor that we had. So, you know, he basically left. So when he left, our bulk pickup left too. Even though I had spoke with Lynn, earlier than the time the contractor left. And even though there was a plan in place for having, you know, bulk pickup in a different way by appointment, I was of the understanding then that because we had a date set, we would continue with the date for this year. But now, I did have a conversation earlier with Craig and, you know, and I'm hoping too that maybe something can happen because of all the things that are going on in the town this year.
Yeah.
That the bulk will be done a little differently. And then, you know, introduce to people that it's going to change. This is the last time sort of thing we're having this, and from here on, we'll be moving on to a different program, right?
Right.
And my second thing is in regards to the hazardous waste collection.
Mhm.
I chair the board for the Bay Ray Fire Department, and we've had it up there for a number of years. We haven't had it every year, but we have it on occasion.
Yeah.
And I know the last 2 years, like, we collected a lot of material up there. So I'm just wondering, like, this year, is there one in our area at all? Bay Roberts, Carnier, Hargreaves?
Yeah, so what's happening with the household hazardous waste in a condensed version is we're getting away from doing them as many as we used to do. I think it was 20 every year, and then we're down to about 10.
Yeah.
The extended producer responsibility program, the EPR program, that like the waste oil management, the electronics, the other jurisdictions, they are through the MMSB are becoming more responsible for their own taking back their own goods. So as they designate areas such as like paint shops and the garages around like the service bays and stuff to take back the used oil or the used paint or, you know, that type of materials, we don't have the need as much to get in, especially in the bigger areas like Clark's Beach and Bay Roberts, Carbonair, Placentia is another one that used to do it on a regular basis. They have other options now, and like 365 days a year off on, you know, as long as the stores are open, to dispose of that household hazardous waste. So the need isn't as great from our end of it as much, and it's very, very expensive to do these programs. So as these EPR programs are rolling out, we actually, Lynn and I met with we had a session 2 weeks ago with the MMSB, and Christie was at the same thing. Christie, I don't know if you can add in there, but they're taking a lot more responsibility on collecting this stuff and sort of easing us up. So now what we're doing, Mayor Moore, is going into some of the places like Whiteley, where they don't have the retail infrastructure to take back the goods, and smaller municipalities that are further away from the bigger hubs to do it. Right? Christie, I don't know if there's anything else. Did I miss anything there? You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. No, that covers it. Mayor Moore, if you would like to give me a call tomorrow, I can go through how to use the EPR websites to determine the closest facilities to Clark's Beach and to the area. But I believe for used oil alone, there's 6 different places fairly close that will accept it during their operating hours. And so it's really quite a wonderful system because people no longer have to store these hazardous materials in their house all year long. They can go to these places, which is a lot safer and still ensures that it gets disposed of in an environmentally sound way.
Perfect. Well, I certainly will do that and
Yes.
get the information out to the residents in the area so that they know exactly where they can bring the products to, right?
It's a full list of all the locations, the drop off points. So and again, it's all the time now. It's not, you don't have to wait for once a year to do it. So really good program.
Again, thanks for your time.
No, appreciate it. Anybody else? Joe?
Yeah.
All good. We'll go around the table here now with the regular board members. Mayor Breen.
Yeah, I just got 2 people that I want to congratulate tonight from our city council. First one, Deputy Mayor O'Leary, who is convocating this week, I believe, with our Master of Fine Arts. And congratulations, Sheila. It's going back to school and doing your master's and balancing everything else is quite a feat. So good for you and well done. And congratulations. And also, we have Councillor Maggie Burton, who won a $10,000 prize for the Canadian First Book Prize for her poetry book, the Griffin Poetry Prize, it's called. And Maggie worked really hard on that book and spent a lot of time putting it together. I think it was published by Breakwater Books, I believe. And so congratulations to her too for a great win. And that's all I had. Just a couple of real good stories that we have happening in St. John's this week.
So apparently Maggie Burton's grandparents are from Clark Beach. So that's what.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's why we came out here tonight.
Boy, you can't have anything. They claim them everywhere when you got somebody who does something good, right? No, that's great. I know she was from out this way. I didn't know it was Clark's Beach, but
Christy, you got anything? Thank you, Danny. Christy, you got anything? No. Bill. No. Gerard.
Yeah, just one item. I'll be representing the board next week when we head to the FCM conference in Calgary. So looking forward to see what's out there, and I'll be reporting back to the board. I guess post event.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you there. Sheila.
Yes, like Gerard Tilly there, we're going to be up to FCM, so we'll see you there. Certainly, I'm really happy and excited to be going into my 2nd year representing the city of St. John's with FCM, and I'll be assigned some new committees. So certainly looking forward to the work that will unfold as a result of that, and the incredible information acquisition that happens at conferences like that. It's it really fuels the fire. So as lead for sustainability at the city, I'm really interested in what kind of information I can gather and bring back. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila. Rod. Nothing. Larry. You're like in the back cave there, Larry.
Yeah, I know it's there's a little bit of darkness going on there for sure. Yeah, so I too want to congratulate certainly Sheila and Maggie for their most recent achievements. It's great to see for sure. And like Sheila and Gerard and some others, I too will be taking in the FCM conference in Calgary starting next week. And looks like I'll be going into, I guess, my second year as well, representing towns in Newfoundland, Labrador as an FCM board member. So look forward to that, and look forward to continued dialogue, about the municipal growth framework and many other things as it relates to municipalities across our great country.
Great, great. I look forward to seeing you up there. Jason.
Good evening, everybody. Everything's covered. Our topics on the shore, everything's not too bad. It's just keep progressing our key things, and people will be a little happier.
I enjoyed the meeting we had up there at the joint council the other night. That was great. I thought one of the more productive ones. We had some good ideas come out of it. So look forward to maybe moving something along.
No, it'd be great to circle back with a few path forwards and the thing there. The fishery, like I said, is a big topic for Newfoundland all around. So that could be something that we could certainly help entertain to reduce our waste and collect it and organize it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ophelia, again, you're in the back cave. I can't see. I'm assuming you got nothing there now. I think you got nothing. Tom?
Yeah, I just want to acknowledge a couple of groups that are doing cleanups around the city. Waterford Valley Rotary, the Retired RCMP Association. CNLOPB went out. First Light's doing one on Friday in conjunction with the Waterford Valley Rotary. Mon Hope, which is a great group at Mon that does a cleanup every week. Of course, Mount Pearl is doing their 20-minute makeover blitz this Saturday from 10 to 12, which is also great. So I just want to, lots of positive things. I know there's the negativity of the Outer Ring Road, but I know the communities are coming together, hopefully, to clean up. That's what I hope anyway. It's a dream.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom. Ron?
Nothing, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Jamie?
Nothing for me, thanks. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Mark?
In Pooch Cove, we're having our community cleanups now in a few weeks on. I noticed a few of the communities around have already done theirs, so it's a good sign. And I'd also like to echo the concerns of the bulk garbage, because we have bulk garbage. We have ERSB in Pooch Cove, and it's not the same reasons you guys have. We don't have any big events planned or anything, but we are getting a lot of concern from residents with the uncertainty, not knowing when it's going to be, how it's going to happen, if it's going to be September, if it's going to be June, and they're not pleased, and we're getting flooded with concerns.
Do you have people putting out their bulk?
No, I haven't noticed much. It was mentioned a couple of days ago that there was a bit of a dump being started somewhere of items that I don't think would be collected by bulk garbage anyway, but it's,
I think it just, a couple people put it out, and then someone's seen it out, and then another person, and then it just, now it's happened, since last week.
I find it a bit frustrating because we're getting questioned, but we really got nothing to tell them.
Right.
So we don't know it any more than they know.
Right.
So it's really hard on our part trying to.
Well, the townspeople think that they voted you as council, so you should know, right? So sometimes we feel like we're not really educated.
I'm sure Christine and Craig will get that rolled out in the next few days. We'll have some solid plan going forward there. And I think Christy's smiling, so I know she had some good news stories today, so hopefully in the next few days. Hey, Christy? Yes? No pressure? Yes. Glenn?
Nothing for me tonight, Chair. Thank you.
Craig? Craig is acting CEO for the next 2 weeks while Glenn is on the travel workshop.
We're kind of excited because we're trying to work out the internal kinks on this the bulk bookings. And then we're going to go live with it for the next few days. The bulk RFPs for Pooch Cove and for I can't remember the second one. Christy wasn't, maybe Roberts, I think now. Anyway, those are going up on the website. You can get them now. Those ones will close shortly, and then we'll have the Pooch Cove schedule. And other than that, with the bulk booking system, we brought one of our former employees, Michelle Squires, back into the fold. So she was retired and enjoying retirement, and then we made her an offer, and she came back. So awesome. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I met her the other way. So, Chris, did you want to add in there?
I was just going to say the other area that's currently got the RFP open is Smith Sound, and by the end of this week, Bay Roberts, Clark's Beach, and Portagrave will be available. And I'm still working on the rest of them, but they're with the RFPs will be out shortly, and I guess I can say now, since the board has awarded the Carboneer and area, the booking for Carboneer, Victoria, Bristol's Hope, Hodgewater line will open Monday, the 3rd of June.
Good.
So we will be communicating that to those communities within the next day, tomorrow.
Yeah, these tenders are open and closing pretty quickly, I think. Am I right?
Yes, yeah. So as that becomes available, as the day after it's awarded, we'll be moving boots to the ground.
And we'll ratify them by email, I'm assuming, and then.
Yes.
And are they for 1 year or multiple years?
This is for
1 year. So in future years, is it something that's gonna be done a lot earlier, like say January, February?
100%. The big challenge this year actually was website. The booking website was a huge challenge for us. And as Steve alluded to, up until today, we were still working out kinks. But moving forward, even though we just fingers crossed that the kinks would get worked out, and today we're confident that they are. But the booking portion of it was a significant challenge. But the board had indicated to staff that a bulk should be in the before the end of September, and we will be able to accomplish that. So and the booking sites will be open for a significant amount of time, anywhere from 4 to 3 weeks. So and then people can always call into the office during that time as well if they don't have internet access. So the communications that are forthcoming to that will hopefully outline all of those concerns. And then, as Craig mentioned, we have Michelle for all the other concerns.
So again, we're with the pilot project. We'll take a bit of time to get the calendar and the booking system set up. It's kind of like a hotel system. Now that that's all done, I think we'll be able to move this a lot faster going forward. If the appointment system works for everybody, I think, right? So again, where it is
let's get that portion out the way.
Yeah. So Kevin.
No, everything's good. We had our community cleanup in 3 weeks. Our bulk collection went really well, so it's done. It's over with.
Yep.
Everything else going well.
Good stuff. Earl. Holly.
I would just like to take a second to thank the board for my very first PD opportunity. I'm flying out to Banff on Sunday and taking part in the CAMA conference. So that's going to be a huge opportunity for me in my position. So thanks for that. I'm really looking forward to it.
Looking forward to hearing the learnings.
For sure.
We'll expect a report at the next public meeting.
Not a problem.
Be careful of the bears. All right, well, good. I think everybody's had a chance to say something. Yes, did I miss anybody? No, okay. No, again, it's been a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles the last couple of weeks, but I think I appreciate the staff working extra hard on getting some of this stuff done. I know we still have a few files to clean up. The electrification and the water and a few other odds and ends, but as we tick the boxes, I look forward at some point in time to moving on to some other things that are on our agendas as well. So the board has been very supportive of the staff. The staff have been doing an extra good work, so I appreciate that and thank you for that part. And with that, I will ask for sorry, Glenn.
Next meetings.
Oh, sorry, next meetings are there in your agenda. Next one is on June the 26th, and it'll be at George's Brook, Milton. That's the board meeting, and the next rest of the meeting, so you'll see there in your package. Hopefully you can all make it. And I thank everybody for coming tonight, because we were on the bubble of not having quorum, but we now have more than quorum, and I appreciate your time, because I know we're all busy. So with that, motion to adjourn. Move by again, second by Gerard. All those in favor, contrary carried. See you all later on. Have a good night.